Primoz, you are close to winning your fourth Vuelta. Are you stressed today?
Well, I wouldn't really say really close. Still, yes, the 2 big days to come. For sure today, really hard mountain stage, and tomorrow the time trial.
Do you feel that you have the strongest team among the favorites?
Oh yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter strongest or not strongest, but we just have to manage it. We have to be there. We have to fight, do our best, and that's all we can do. And we see what that means with the result at the end.
To fight defensively, or you want to win again today?
Just have to start first. The fact is, yes, the start is super important to send out the good break, and then we see actually how we feel and what the others will do.
Thank you.
How are you gonna switch now your mind to fight for a podium in this Vuelta a España?
I kind of been doing that for the last 2 weeks, so I don't think it's really changed this morning.
How do you think it's gonna be? Do you expect early attacks from the guys in the 4th place, 5th place in the GC?
They're fast climbs. I think it really depends on who gets the right boys in the breakaway. Otherwise, to go long from there is tricky. It's a big gamble, but yeah, I wouldn't say that anyone's been afraid so far in this race.
You've been very well supported by the team all these days. Are you gonna work all together again to defend that podium?
Yeah, the boys have been committed. They've been defiant, and I think it's going to be one last day. It's going to be my last day racing decathlon colours as well. So I think they're going to give their all for the end.
Can you give us highlights of what it's been to be in the red jersey for so many days with the team also supporting you?
Probably highlight, say, camaraderie in the team. Probably never felt that close with all the boys, and then probably secondly the reception. It's been really rewarding to see people. I mean, we always work hard. It's not like I suffer even more when I'm in the red jersey, but you get a lot of positive notes for the classic grit, determination, all this kind of stuff, which we all go through as riders. But yeah, you receive a lot of it when you're in the lead.
I thought you were going to say camaraderie here in the mix zone, Ben, but we'll let you slide on that.
So the mix zone's been pretty friendly so far, to be honest. I haven't had any bad times.
How strange was it not looking at some red shorts, red jersey, and a red bike this morning?
Yeah, the red bike's probably the saddest thing. I've kept the red sunnies, but the red bike is probably the biggest bummer so far. But that's one I need to make sure I get back to my house after this race.
I said to Enrique Mas, it's a stage of high risk, high reward, because you can attack, you can gain, but you can also see yourself shut out off the podium. What's your approach?
I don't think we're going to change anything from how we've gone about our business so far. I think you are right, there is a lot of risk, but I guess sometimes it can pay off very well. So it really depends on how many teammates guys have and who can help limit if there is an aggressive move.
And Laura asked you about memories, but what else do you take from your tenure in the red jersey in terms of, well, something that's going to sort of serve you in the rest of your career, maybe a lot of confidence, I guess?
Yeah, probably in dealing a bit better with your own performances. You know, I've been good, but I haven't been like absolutely. Yeah, actually, I should rephrase that. I've actually done really good numbers the whole way throughout the race, so I actually can't be unhappy with anything like this. I think it's probably about dealing with yourself, and when things don't go right, making sure you're a bit more positive rather than beating yourself up.
Is turning the race upside down today?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a big fight for the breakaway, like I've said pretty much every day. And yeah, for sure we send all the team. We had nothing to lose, nothing to be scared of, so we just go all in and try and win a stage, and anything else is a bonus.
Adam, we talked earlier in the Vuelta about you doing 2 Grand Tours for the first time in a while, plus Tour de Suisse. What are the conclusions at the end of it about, well, whether you're likely to do this again?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I mean, I think the problem is, like I said at the beginning, there's one less week in between, and also like I think just in general the whole season I started really well in Oman and UAE. Obviously crashed out in UAE. And it took me a long time to come back, and then when I finally got there, there's only a few races that I could do. So Yeah, it's been tricky to hold on to the form for so long, and I think you can see, I'm not at my best, but yeah, still fighting, and today's the last day. So
We know you've got a big week next week, certainly in your private life. After that, are you going to race any more this year?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, I've put my hand up for the Worlds, but we'll see. We'll see how the body responds in the next weeks, and then and take it from there. I think obviously family comes first, and we'll see how my wife's doing, how the baby's doing, and we'll see.
How hard is today's stage? Can you give us an idea of a recent stage in Grand Tour history that compares to today?
To be honest, the climb's not super steep, so it's only the last one that's actually quite steep. The rest of them are all around 6%, which is it's not crazy steep, so it's a little bit different. But actually, it's the only stage other than Granada that's over 4,000 meters. We've had a lot of stages over 3,000, 3,500, but actually not many over 4,000. So I think we'll see today a big explosion for sure, but and hopefully we're all in the front.
Yeah, how do you see this GC battle playing out with Moss, Carapaz, and of course O'Connor and Roglic, but maybe more importantly, the mountains jersey classification playing out? It's a tight battle between your teammates.
It's a tight battle for everything, though. So I think for the GC, we saw Primoz yesterday. It was obviously much better than everybody else, and I said already. And he's got a TT tomorrow, so I think he's going to pretty much zone up if the team work well, which they've shown all week they have. And it's going to be a battle for the minor places, so we'll see.
Well, you didn't answer the question on the mountains jersey.
Mountain jersey, I think it's again all up for grabs. I mean, there's a lot of points available now. I think there's more points available today than there is all the first week, maybe. So it's
I want to be on the team bus after the stage.
I think it's a big fight, but in the end, it doesn't matter who wins as long as we try our best, and at the end of the day, we have the jersey.
Jack, this is a humdinger of a stage. I lost track of how many climbs, both categorized and uncategorized, there are, and the climbing meters as well. Just how destroying, leg-breaking will today's stage be?
I'm hoping it's not going to be as bad as everyone expects. The climbs aren't actually that steep until you get to the Picon Blanco. I've had worse final sort of queen stages in a race before where you have multiple climbs over 9%, and they're sort of the ones that really kill the legs. But obviously today is definitely not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be a super hard stage. There'll probably be a big fight for the breakaway. It's the last road stage of this year's La Vuelta. And then we'll have to wait and see whether there's a team like Movistar or even EF, or I'm not really sure who can look for a stage win, whether they're going to go for that, go all in. Obviously Bora got their stage win yesterday. Maybe they want to repeat it. I don't know.
They got their third stage win yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like they took a stage win now yesterday, so I'm not sure whether they'll invest the same to go for it again today. So I think it'll be down to probably Movistar as the team that has the most to gain from today.
And it was a success for the team in the sense that you had a man in the escape yesterday. But of course, yeah, it was all coming down to that final summit. Today, what are the plans from the team? What was talked about on the team bus this morning?
We have this sort of 2.5 kilometre climb not that far after the kilometre 0 point on a really big road. We'll have to wait and see whether that's where the breakaway forms or not. And then after about 20 kilometres, we turn left into some slightly smaller undulating roads, and then if the break didn't go on the climb before, that's where we'll probably see it go, or maybe where it's easier for a team to be a bit more selective with who can go on the breakaway and to control for the stage.
How do you reflect back on these 3 weeks, both personally and as for the race competition itself, Jack? Can you remember all the weeks, all the stages, but how do you look back on it?
Personally, I don't have too many fond memories. I enjoyed the first week, to be honest. That was the most enjoyable. I had some okay results and performances there. I was 10th on a stage, but then since then it's sort of really been quite a big struggle personally and as well for the team. I think from a spectator's point of view and from a media point of view, it's been quite good having Ben O'Connor in the leader's jersey, having so many breakaway stages, but yeah, it's been hard. No worries.
Enrique, it's such an important day. How do you race today's stage? Can you give us some idea of the team's plan?
Yeah, I hope we can do something like Sierra Nevada or other stages like Lagos. That is a really hard stage, and normally I'm a bit better than a stage like yesterday. That was a super hard final, but on the middle of the stage we had almost nothing. So yeah, we will see.
This is a high risk, high reward stage because if you attack and try to blow things up, maybe you get second, maybe you get first, but you could also lose your podium spot. So it's a tricky day.
Everything can happen today, and we will see what happens. Thank you. I am a little bit nervous. This is my last professional day in a stage, and yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. For me, it's a really special day, important day, and I hope to enjoy it.
What's going on in your mind? Are you filled with memories?
For sure, a lot of memories. It's a moment with a lot of emotions. Yeah, I'm satisfied with my career. I'm really happy, and today I only hope to enjoy every kilometer.
Are you a little bit sad that we don't finish with the stage in Madrid? That it's a time trial? It would be a better ending.
I need to speak about that with Javier Guillem because for sure I prefer a stage, but also a TT is nice. You entry along in Madrid, and that is also a beautiful photo and a beautiful scenario.
What is your finest memory from your career?
I have a lot of memories, a lot of good memories, but the best one is to see my family in the road in the best race of the world, in the climbs. This is for me the best memory.
What a terrible way to end your last road day with this stage. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Love or hate of this stage?
No, I love it because it's a really nice landscape with some of the most beautiful climbs of the region. And the last one is terrible, Picón Blanco. I think it is the perfect stage to say goodbye.
And I think also for the cycling fans, we'll have a perfect stage for the GC battle. How do you see that shaking up? Does Primoz have a good grip on it? What's Enric Mas going to do in Carapaz?
I think, yeah, for sure they can do something because it's a really, really hard stage with a lot of fatigue. It's the third week, it's the last stage. We have, I think, all can be happen today. For sure, Red Bull, he have a good team, but also, yeah, I want to see because I think it will be really, really interesting. Muchas gracias.
Yeah, last day in the peloton. So looking forward to it. It will be a really, really hard one. So they designed the one of the toughest parcours I guess you could imagine. But I'll suffer my way through.
Emotional?
No, not really. I must say it's been a long time coming. So prepared and yeah, it's nice. That's been nice and looking forward to the next step. Yeah.
When you look back, what do you think of your career?
Well, yeah, very proud of what I did. Very versatile career, I guess, with the different roles I've had. Nice victories, really nice successes with the team. Being part of a lot of, well, let's say 4 Grand Tours victories for this team, and did my part in that, and proud of that as well.
And you were a one-team rider. Never had any thoughts about going anywhere else?
No, I've always been happy here. This was my family, let's say my family besides my own family. So always been very happy here, and very proud of having tried all the different parts of this sport in terms of racing for myself, racing for others, trying to race for stages. Successful in all these 3 disciplines, basically. Shows I think you're a good team player, and proud of that as well.
Robert, this is a heck of a way to end your last road day with this stage. I mean, are you happy you're ending it with the stage as hard as today's?
Yeah, ask me after. Ask me after the stage. No, it will be super tough. Nice chance again. Hopefully, a nice chance for Sepp to go for a nice result today. And yeah, it's been super tough in the bunch. Everybody is so tired. You saw that really well yesterday. Every moment we could stop pedaling, the whole bunch stopped pedaling, and just wanted to save the legs as much as possible. So I think we'll see a lot of tired faces today towards the end, and
Just
including mine.
You raced many years beside him. What are your thoughts on the way Primoz has come back from the Tour and potentially win his 4th Vuelta here?
Yeah, I think definitely he's in the right spot now to finish it off. And I mean, we always knew he was a winner. He was a fighter, and I think looking back, he was very confident he could do this. We've seen him really strong yesterday, even being better than he ever was. So yeah, Primoz is a world-class rider, and I'm sure he worked hard to be here. We saw him in Tignes already preparing Vuelta, and then we already knew he was going to be, when he was at the start line, he was going to be good enough to win.
Matthew, I mean, it's like stage 4 to stage 19, and the legs are still pumping along. Yesterday, and also the first summit finish at the Vuelta España, you're going well. Despite the crash, you've made it through this Vuelta so far. We got one more day to go, but what are the feelings?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Not too bad. I think the crash on stage 6 definitely took a bit more out of me than I thought it would. Yeah, so I had some good and bad days after that, but yeah, happy to be feeling a bit more like myself yesterday, and yeah, one more day to see what we can do. So
today's so many climbing meters, so many climbs. Should be suited for you. Am I right about that? And what's the game plan today? It's like you and George Bennett and the team.
Yeah, for sure. It's an interesting stage because it's so hard that it's hard to say if a break will have much of a leash, because maybe a day so hard the GC teams will, or like Bora, will have an easy time controlling, but also that could be totally wrong, and it could be chaos, and big break could get up the road and could contest for the stage. So for sure that's the only chance we have our team has at winning the stage, is being up the road, so we'll try for that today.
Okay, who's your pick for the race victory when we get to Madrid tomorrow? Who's going to win this race?
I think Roglic is the easy pick. I mean, it's easier said than done, but he's shown in the past he's so consistent, and yeah, he's pretty good at winning Vueltas. So I think he knows how to finish a Grand Tour.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day, man.